Hi everyone, and welcome to Teacher Ivan channel, where we cover English grammar, unit by unit. Now, since this is an intermediate level lesson, we will not talk about how we can use can't for not having permission to do something or must for obligation. It's simply too simple. We are going to dig deeper and show you some more advanced, but still intermediate ways of using can't and must. We're going to take a look at when we can use which one and how to use them properly in sentences. Okay, now let's get down to business. Let's take a look at these sentences. Pause the video and, using your own words, try to explain why we used must in one example and can't in the other one. Okay, now let's see if your answers are the same as mine. In the first sentence, we know that formulas are very noisy, and from that we can conclude that it's a noisy job. Therefore, we can say that we use must to say that we believe that something is certain. In the second example, we can assume that people are normally not hungry just after they've had a meal. So, we can say that we use modal verb can't when we can't believe that something is possible. Or, to put it differently, that we believe that something is impossible. And now, I would like to draw your attention to the words that follow must and can't. In the first example, we have the verb to be, but in its bare infinitive form. That means that it's so basic that it doesn't have the marker to in front of it. Also, try remembering the whole phrase as is, because saying something like "it must to be very noisy" is a big no-no. A lot of students tend to make that mistake. But you're better than that. I believe in you. Also, after the verb to be, we have an adjective. You will see why that's important in a jiffy. In the second example, we can see that we again have a bare infinitive form of the verb to be, followed by an adjective. Even though we have a lot of sentences where these modal verbs are followed by the bare infinitive form of the verb to be, it's not always the case. Both must and can't are in most cases followed by be plus an adjective, like tired, hungry, or sometimes even a phrase like at work. They can also be followed by be plus ing, like joking, going, doing, etc. Or verbs like do, get, know, have, etc. Now, I would like to see your own examples in the comment section of this video, so go ahead and pitch your ideas. Now, if we want to use these modal verbs in past tense, we need to change them a little. Stop the video and try to fill the gaps on your own. Let's see if you were right. I lost one of my gloves. You must have dropped it somewhere. He ran into a closed door. He can't have been looking where he was going. As you can see here, the structure is a bit different. Both must and can't were followed by have. And then in the first example, we have past tense of the verb to drop. In the second example, we have been, which is the past participle form of the verb to be. Now, if you remember, to be is an irregular verb that changes like so. To be, was, were, been. Of course, these examples are not the only ways you can follow modal verbs can't and must. They can be followed by been plus an adjective like asleep, or a phrase at work, or been plus ing like doing or looking, etc. And if you think the second example with can have been looking was too awkward to say, you can always substitute can't with couldn't have. And there you go. Now you know some slightly more advanced ways of using can't and must. And that means that it's time for me to say, congratulations, you survived another lesson. Don't forget to do your homework. And also, once you've subscribed, click on the little bell so you always get the notification every time a new video comes out. And of course, if you enjoyed this lesson, feel free to like, share, subscribe, but above all, learn. Bye guys!